Hi, all you SPMEs out there. Today's question has 3 answers, and you're going to want to stick around because the third answer is a secret as to how content marketing and why it will rocket your sales and on your books. So let's get into it. The question we're going to answer today is, how can content marketing help me sell books? Now, most authors, when you first get started, you're familiar that just putting your book onto the market isn't going to sell the book. You're going to need to do some marketing, whereas we're bringing people in order to see the sales page that you have for the book to help them consider whether or not they wish to purchase the book. Now, there are a number of ways of doing this. One of them is using paid ads, which I highly would recommend, but another, which is less common, is using content marketing. And many authors, they've heard about the success that content marketing can contribute to your sales of your books, or any products for that matter, but you're just not sure what exactly it's all about. What is content marketing, and how can it specifically be used to help you? And this is what we're going to answer in today's video. This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one, and grab a copy of my absolutely free self-publishing checklist to make sure that you are not skipping any of the important steps necessary to win at self-publishing. So let's get into it. This channel here, and this is a very interesting one because we're going to exactly explore content marketing. Well, the thing is that several years ago, I started trying to sell courses and services without having an audience first. I tried running ads to courses. I wanted to help as many people as possible with self-publishing, since I had learned a lot of the skills that were necessary to put the books together and get them selling onto the market. But I didn't completely understand that the marketing of even these services would be something that I would need to do. The thing is, I was following a very popular YouTuber at the time who started to explore and teach me a lot about content marketing. And when we say content marketing, the idea is that we're creating pieces of content on the internet, which can be like a video, a podcast, or a blog on your website, for which you're contributing value that your customers or your target customers will be attracted to. Now, those who aren't interested, for example, in self-publishing, they're simply not going to be watching a video like this telling them how to succeed at self-publishing. But for somebody who's interested in, let's say, puppy training, or somebody who's interested in fiction, like horror novels, well, then clearly they're going to be interested in reading more content that's along those lines on those very same subjects. And as they start to hear your voice or read your text, it draws them in, okay? So that was the thing that I began to understand when it came to self-publishing. I started bit by bit creating videos and sharing everything I know and was learning regarding self-publishing, resulting in pushing these exact same videos into podcasts and blogs as I do to this very day, making it possible to reach as many people as possible with this message, which is that self-publishing doesn't have to be hard, that it can be very, very easy, that any author is capable, fully capable of getting their books onto the market and seeing some sales in those books. And that message, repeated in different ways and teaching the different tactics that are necessary to get that done, starts to build an audience. And as the end result of it is a much greater growth in terms of the products and the number of people that I'm able to help, as a result to just starting with courses for which I don't have an audience, and then we're attempting to cold selling courses where nobody really doesn't resonate with what I'm saying. Maybe it's even the wrong audience. I'm serving it up to the wrong people, and I would never even know that. So I'm trying to help you with regards to how to get content marketing up and going. And that would be the case also with regards to books. So whether we have a topic, by talking about that topic and continually giving samples of what exactly we're talking about, giving the full value out there onto the market, it simply draws in an audience. And in fact, that's one of the reasons you're listening to me right now. So how can content marketing help me sell books? Well, the first thing is you need to start creating content. And that's the most important thing. And when we first start, the quality of what we're putting out there is going to be a lot lower. And over time, we will build up that skill set. Just like with self-publishing, marketing itself is a skill that has to be learned, and we try to make it as easy as possible as well. So by taking the content that we have and we figure it out. So think about for a second what your book is. If it's nonfiction, then that's the easiest one because you can create videos on it. Maybe it's finance you're doing, or cryptocurrency, or maybe something else. But one of these topics that you're writing about, you're able to help people by creating content where you talk about it. Yeah, the best way is through video, but if you don't feel comfortable with that, maybe the audio with the podcast would be great for you. Or maybe going with a blog. The blog is, in fact, perhaps the most successful of all because it brings in Google traffic in towards your blog as you continue to put out more and more content. Sometimes people find by doing a 90-day challenge where you're putting out content for 90 days straight. And in the beginning, it will be low quality, but it will go up with time, and you'll slowly find the people who are in your audience. And those people will begin to know, like, and trust you. And as a result, we're going to see our book sales start to go up, which is an absolutely amazing aspect of doing content marketing. The other thing is you can share your content that you're creating across social media and get people onto your email list. Most people don't understand that email is not dead on the marketing front. We use our content marketing. It drives people to our blog and our other places like that. We get them on our email list so we can continue to help those people. And at the same time, when we come out with new books, we're able to push those across to our audience and courses or whatever other things that might be associated with your business. And we're able to see those sales start to come in. And the thing is that those people are not having to take a risk because they're already familiar. They know you're going to deliver. They've been listening to you. They hear your voice. They've read your writings. If it's like fiction, maybe you have samples that you're putting out on a regular basis. You're talking about the books you're doing. You're getting into the minds of the readers themselves and making sure that what you're contributing is something that they also will want to read and get more of. So when your new book comes out, they're going to buy that book. This also is fantastic when needing reviews for your books. You can ask your readers for help with that, with an advanced reviewing team that you can set up very easily. So there's a whole series of benefits, but those people will not trust you in the first place if you don't get your voice out onto the market. And you're investing a lot of time in doing content marketing, but in terms of the long-term payoff, you're going to get a much bigger return than you would with your paid ads. And the secret answer of the day, and the third answer, it is that you need to focus on this ATM model. The first is we need to build an audience. That's what the A stands for. The T stands for trust. And how do we do that? Well, the answer is we just keep on putting out content. And over a period of time, some people will love you and some people will hate you. And this concept of resonance is one that I didn't quite understand when I first got started. It is that for anyone out there, the voice that you bring to the market is something that will resonate with other people, and most likely a lot of other people, almost regardless of what voice you have. There are just people who will like it and some people who will hate it, and we will draw in the people who like it. And if the content we're giving is good and contributes value, then they'll consider maybe purchasing our books or courses or even coaching if that's something that is of interest. So the final thing is with the content marketing, we're putting out evergreen content, something that will be out there in Google forever or YouTube almost forever, and people will continue be consuming that content, including even your very first pieces of content. So this is something that a lot of people make a mistake and they don't understand when they get started, is that we're not just producing something for a day, we're producing something that will be giving us value to people 10 years from now. So these are a couple of the key issues that you're going to want to keep in mind when you're first getting started on content marketing. So have you tried content marketing for your books? If you have, write yes below in the comments. And if you've not tried at all, write no below in the comments. And that will help me know if this is useful information to you and know where you're coming from. And check up above me here for more video answers to your self-publishing questions. Thanks.